Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We're going to go off and do the DLC quest today, this Brush with Death. I haven't read much about it, didn't want to sort of give away any surprises for myself, so that'll be interesting. Now, where's Pebbles? Pebbles is there. I think what we're going to do is not that far, so I'm going to ride there manually, even though I could fast travel a little bit. And that's partly because, if we have a quick look at the map, there's a couple of points of interest kind of on the way I wanted to check out. Maybe not so much the camp by the road or the archery range, but there's like an abandoned building here. I think I've been there. I don't know why this isn't marked off, this poacher's camp, because I'm pretty sure I've been there. But we're going to go and do the ruined building. Apollonia's there, so that would be where I would fast travel to. But right here as well, there's something called St. John's Fire, which could be interesting to check out. And then the DLC kicks off just up the road here. So what's this? Tunnel in the cliffs. I might check out both those things. So let's just be off now. I'll go and check out this ruined building. I don't know if I've moved my screen or something, but I feel quite low down in the saddle. I don't know why the FOV looks slightly weird to me. Bevel's quite a different horse to what she was when she was last on this map. And there is the archery range, but I'm just going to leave it, I think. Ruined building. Oh, I think I see it. Now, I actually wonder if I have been here, because there was something on the cemetery quest. I think I have been here, you know. I don't know why the marker wasn't done. What's that? I should get him. Any others? Looks like there might be. Don't know why I whistled for Pebbles, but she's come anyway. Yeah, so what? Okay, it's marked off now, but I've definitely been here because I remember it. I remember getting in that room. Alright, well, that was a slightly anticlimactic. It's alright, man. Alright, it's fine, well done. Why don't you just be off on your own for a bit? So I can't skin these things either, can I? Still. And that's again related to the mods installed. I'm not that technically savvy, like I'm sure there's stuff I could do with the mod files to make them compatible. It's like changing the version numbers and stuff on them, I think. But I don't really know what I'm doing in that regard, so we'll just leave it. I shouldn't need to skin the wolves and stuff anymore, to be quite honest. Now, who's this guy under this tree? Is he the, that's the Riddler.
It's good to see you again.
Hello, I remember you. You look different.
Happenstance has thrust us together
Sure, you had
again.
facial hair last time.
So, what's it going to be this time?
If you can spare a while, I have another riddle for you. A trickier one this time.
Alright, hit me.
A harder riddle, you say? Let's hear it then.
That first riddle was just a test. Just to practice. How about a wager? To make it more interesting. Even a poor vagrant like me has to eat. What do you say?
Do it.
Why not? I'm happy to bet.
Listen carefully. Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. So he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
Okay, let's listen to the riddle again. Just listen to the very specific
the riddle
wording
again.
of it.
Once upon a time, there was a fool of a farmer. Family he had none, no stable boys either. So he talked to his animals instead. And, good man that he was, whenever he made a groschen or two, he shared it with them according to his own rules. Every hen in the coop was paid 5 groschen. Every bee in the hive, 15. And the spider in the loft bagged a full 20 groschen. And now you tell me, how much did the cat get?
Is this to do with how many legs they have? The hens get 5, 2 legs. Then the bees get 15, so that's 6, so it's 5 per pair of legs. So the cat would get 10.
10 groschen.
Exactly! 2.5
There we go.
groschen for each leg.
What happened to the farmer in the end?
They never said. But I reckon he went to the dogs. You have just the 2 legs, to be sure. But you guessed right, so you earned your wager back. I can give you my stake on top, or I can tell you a bit about my life as a vagabond. How about that?
Yeah, do that, because it's not like the 100 groschen means much
I'd
to
be
us
glad to hear about your
at this
adventures.
point.
Would you care for stories from my travels or tales from the tavern?
Travels.
What have you to tell me from your travels?
When the sun is up, go wherever you like. But when the day is done, don't stray into the woods or off the beaten track. Nowadays, there are folks everywhere just waiting to fleece you, be they noble or peasant. And those scoundrels tend to frequent the paths that are off the beaten track.
Yes. I do believe I've come across a fair few people like that.
And lived to tell the tale. Long may it last. Farewell!
Cool. Okay. Wasn't too tricky. Alright, Pebbles. So the next place we were going to check out is the St. John's Fire. I mean, I could fast travel, but it's not like it's particularly far, so we'll just head straight there.
Go!
I know St. Elmo's Fire. What's St. John's Fire? Never heard of it. Now, this is towards Apollonia, isn't it? So we want to go this way. We'll go on foot. Guess it's up here. Okay. Got a little basket of things.
That'll be the remains of the Midsummer Night bonfire.
And then what's this? I don't quite get what I'm looking at. Someone had a bonfire. Why is it called St. John's Fire? I don't know. But anywho, there's also this tunnel in the cliffs. What was that camp as well? Camp by the road. Okay, well, we'll leave that. Let's find this tunnel. It's up. Alright, okay. So just a little tunnel. There is a very cheap dagger. A cattle hat. Oh, okay, hang on, there's a drawing here.
That looks like a map. Carved into the rock. I've been there already. It was in the rocks behind Trotsky.
Okay. What was that pointing towards then? I don't know. Is the honest answer. But okay, well, I mean, it's nice to get a couple more POIs ticked off, I think. Alright. But we're going to go and do the... let's find this brush with death. So we want to go... there. I've still got my torch out now. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know what to expect from this quest, to be honest. Hopefully it's an interesting one. We'll do the horse races as well at some point. We're going to get to the nomad's camp for that. Okay.
Tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment? I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here. Don't you play games with me. You can count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful. Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever?
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
Wills.
Lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad. I hate to think what beasts might be lurking in that forest. I'm, watching your back, friend. You can count on that.
Wilfs.
Give it to them, the beasts.
Come on then.
Lad, get them. Untie me, please.
Alright, so what's going on with this stuff, dude? But yeah, we'll untie you.
Oh, thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can.
That's all right.
What do they call you?
Henry of Scalix. And you are...
Magister Voiticus ex Aridus. A pleasure to meet you, Henry.
It's a pleasure.
For me too, friend. More and more so.
And what exactly were you doing tied to the tree, Voity?
Why don't you just call me Voiter? It'll save us both a lot of time. Well, the thing with the tree is a bit complicated. How can I explain? First of all, you should probably know that I'm a painter. And apart from a few unpleasant moments recently, I spend most of my time over there, at the castle.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree, or what?
Of course not. I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly, because of the rash nature of others.
Do you always talk this vaguely?
Only when I'm trying to look imposing. You know, with my hands tied behind my back, I didn't make the best first impression, and I'd like to make up for it.
Believe it or not, I've had even stranger encounters.
Really? Then you have to tell me about them, but preferably another time and place.
What were you doing with that skull? Was it my imagination, or were you talking to it?
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself, don't you think?
There might be something to that. Just recently, I was talking to a ram.
I hope you were only talking.
So you work at Trotsky? What exactly do you do there?
What would a painter do? With brush and paints, I bring beauty to where there was only emptiness. In short, pretty much everything. Restoring the murals and the banquet hall, a few new shields for the castle garrison, and mostly decorating parchments. My opus magnum still awaits me. Only time will tell what that will be, but hopefully it will reward my years of toil.
All right. So what exactly happened to you? And try to make it clear.
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree. That's what happened.
You know what? Tell me the whole story nicely from the beginning.
Actually, this whole day got off to a bad start. I went for a walk to Slatigo. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine, an arrow almost hit me. These two fellows had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the road. By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice. But he seemed to win suspiciously often, if you get what I mean.
He was a cheat, eh?
Mm-hmm. I noticed he was secretly turning the dice, and naturally, I got angry. But instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me, and his mate whacked me over the head with a stick. And then I woke up here.
Well, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my friend.
Don't mention it. I was happy to help you.
Really? Then maybe you could help me one more time. It certainly wouldn't be for free.
Okay.
And what exactly am I supposed to help you with?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well. Just look around.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this mess?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feathers.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask, try to persuade them by words, not by the sword.
Don't worry. I'm no bandit or a killer.
Then I was damned lucky that it was you who turned up. There are plenty of killers around these parts.
That guy Henry is literally slathered in blood as he's saying that.
So what is your name then? Voita, or that Voiti something?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to and where. But for you, I'm simply Voita. Nothing else is worth mentioning or appropriate to say.
All right then. I'll go and look around for your thieves.
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of a way to repay you for all of this. You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crone. But first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit-down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest anymore.
What have you found, boy?
What you got? Oh, was it that dead wolf? That's fine. Okay, well let's head off. Actually, let me get rid of my map marker because that'll irritate me. And actually, where... I see. It is quite... It is fairly far. Suppose I could fast travel to the farm. Go from there. There's an abandoned building here too. Let's go check that out quickly as we're right here. An onion. Ooh, pickpocket shoes. That's interesting. I'll take those. Take a bunch of lockpicks. Why not? I'll leave the cobweb. Yeah, I guess we could drop down. That hatch? No. Oh, I could have come in this way. But I suppose then I wouldn't have got to the loft, would I? What's this? Forgotten key. Cautious cheater's dice. Okay. Well, that key opens. See if there's like a hatch in the floor or something, but... Can't see anything. Oh, hello. Okay, well I can't see anything, so let's get pebbles to us. There you are. And let's go find these thieves.
Go!
This looks like a likely spot. We might have to intimidate them, so I'll keep on my bloody armour for now, just in case. Right, you two.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
What are you doing here?
Right here? Oh, me and Clovis have a sort of temporary home here. I'm Ura. Ura Hawkeye. And you are?
Henry of Scallis.
Hey, Henry. Have you ever tried popinjay shooting? If you've got your own bow and a few groschen, we can start any time.
What's your friend like?
Clovis? We've known each other for ages. We wander the land, I shoot, he plays dice, and that's how we make a living.
Does the name Voiter mean anything to you? Master Voiter?
No. Who's that supposed to be?
The painter you left tied up at the edge of the forest under a Trotsky.
I don't know who you're talking about.
We should probably threaten him, as we're sort of covered in blood.
Nah, don't play dumb. I know everything. Including the fact that you and your mate robbed him. That's a pillory offence, and maybe a few lashes, you know.
All right. Fine. Ask whatever you want.
Why did you beat up Voiter like that?
Well, it was mostly Clovis, although I nearly hit him with an arrow first.
I heard that part already. What happened next?
Well, we brought him here, but then he started saying all this strange shit. He had a skull with him, like a real human skull. He wouldn't let go of it. And I honestly couldn't tell if he was talking to us or to it. So I asked him what he was up to. And he says this skull sees things he can't see and tells him stuff.
What exactly did the skull reveal to him?
Like, it said I looked like some captain from Colleen who sired a lot of bastards. So I might be his son. And it's true I'm from Colleen, and I never knew my pa. Only the captain's brother, he said, is hunting down those bastards and killing them so they can't claim any inheritance rights.
And you believed him?
It was really convincing, I'm telling you. When that fella talked about all them murders, I felt like the Grim Reaper was breathing down my neck. He would have told me more, but then Clovis hit him with that stick, because he saw how shaken I was. And you know the rest.
Well, that's quite the tale, but you could have kept it to yourself. Voita told me what really happened. You played dice with him, and when he caught you cheating, you beat him up and robbed him.
Horse shit, I'm telling you, it's all that bloke's fault. Not a bloke, more like some kind of warlock.
He is kind of weird,
Where'd
that
you
painter.
have the loot?
What loot?
Don't lie. You took Voita's brushes and some nice dice. Or is there something else missing?
Well, I've got some brushes here, and Clovis has a few new dice, yeah. But that's it, nothing else.
You know what? Hand over the brushes and I'll leave.
Look, I'd love to, but, how can I put it? This whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just here to rob us of what we honestly...
Honestly stole?
Doesn't matter anymore. The brushes are mine, and that's that.
I was going to say we could do a shooting match, but that seems to be a hard check that I've no guarantee of passing, so why don't we just try and persuade him instead?
Look, you've already run into Voita once, and you're still clearly shitting yourself from it. And now imagine what he'll do when I tell him you won't return his stuff.
If he cries into his pillow over them brushes at night, I'm sorry. But I'm just not handing them over to you that easily.
What use would paintbrushes even be to the likes of you? You just like to show off with that bow, don't you? And then secretly scribble lewd pictures?
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen, and the winner takes all.
Oh, damn. I don't have a bow on me.
Yeah, you do,
Well,
Henry.
get one yourself. I ain't lending you one. See you later, my friend.
I've got a bow. It's there. Oh, well, I've unequipped it now.
I challenge you to a shooting match. You wager the brushes, and I'll put up groschen. What do you say?
I accept. Got everything you need?
I'll check if I have enough coin. All right, here you go. Let's do this.
Take up your positions. And go!
Doing alright so far.
Oh, shit! I hope I didn't hit anybody.
Oh, 100% record so far.
Down you go! I can't even piss straight today. Too bad my old woman ain't seeing this.
Alright, well I got more, so...
Me? You beat me! But I'll
Hell yeah, I
admit
did.
It was a fine win. Here you go. The brushes are yours.
Hey there, stranger. Come and join us, if you mean no harm. There's plenty of room by our fire, and if you're up for it, we can play a game of dice together.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do that, but like...
You've got a few things here that belong to the painter, Voita. He'd like to have them back.
Painter? What's this?
Don't even try it. Yura has already confessed.
I should have known that fool would blab. So, what do you want?
Yura said you have the painter's dice. Hand them over.
Hang on. Just like that? Do you even know what I had to do to get them?
Whack someone over the head with a stick?
Exactly. So, what will you give me for them?
We'll play for them.
How about we play for them? Dice acquired by unfair means only bring bad luck anyway. But you probably know that best of all.
All right, fine. At least I know you won't cheat. We each play with our own dice, and the winner takes the unlucky ones.
I'll check how much I have on me. Here are my groschen. Let's do this.
It's been a while since I played dice. So I want the... I need to get like the info. So Holy Trinity, we get 3s, so we'll take those. I don't know what that one does. Where's the... Yeah, these ones roll 2s. So that's 4 dice. Sorry, 3s I mean. So that's 4 dice that roll 3s. What else have I got? Don't get what that does. Odd die, I suppose we could add that because it's got a chance of 3s, isn't it? Lower numbers, I don't know if that helps us or not. That's a 1. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad one to have because at least then we might hopefully just keep a 1. So that's 6 die. Let's use
I'm
those.
seriously curious about you, lad.
Should get a lot of 3s, hopefully. Alright, well, there's 3 1s, so... guess we'll take those. We should probably continue on that. Uh, 5. What's this one? A Trinity die? Yeah, I don't really trust those, so let's pass that.
These ones here. Like this. Oh no! Not good.
Quite a lot of 1s, so I'll take those and score it because that's game over.
My God, by thunder! If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say there's some devilry at play.
No devilry here. Just a sign that you should hand over those dice to me. Maybe then your luck will come back.
Here you go. May the painter choke on them.
Okay, back to him then, I guess. He's at Trotsky, isn't he? It's quite dark. I wonder if I could spend the night here. This guy might come and shout at me is the only thing. I think there might be a camp near the road near here. Yeah, I might just trek over to there and crash for the night. Set off in the morning. I don't think it's too far. Here we go. Ah, there we go. It's a little tent. Have a little sleep. Just till daylight. That's the main thing, really. Right, okay, well, I'm going to call Pebbles, but then maybe we fast travel over to Trotsky. Murdered flautist. check it out at some point. Istvan's Cross. Okay, but yeah, let's go up to the castle for now. Defenseless person carrying his armed men approach. Yeah, let's get involved. Maybe we'll even save him.
Your money or your life?
Hey, deal with me. Oh, who? Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
No chance!
You okay?
But thank you. Really, thank you.
You're lucky I was just passing by.
The luckiest thing that's ever happened to me. Here, take this. A keepsake. And thank you again.
You are welcome. Right, don't suppose these guys have got anything worth taking on them, but we'll have a look. Alright. Back off to Trotsky we go. Alright, we need to get up to the crone. Amazed we're kind of allowed here. This is von Bergov's castle, right?
Good day. Good day. Good day.
I want to have a bit of a wash and brush up before we go and see the painter. I might even get into my fancy clothes. Now, let's go dressed up.
May God give you help, sir.
It's the crow. Is that a way, I guess? Can't really remember my way around the castle, but it's been quite a long time. I think he's directly above us, though. Keep going up.
Do you have enough onions for the soup?
I don't know yet.
This way? Oh. Yeah, well, let's keep going up. I think there's stairs around this side, isn't there? This floor? It's not him.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
There you are.
I've got the stuff they stole from you.
You must have been sent by God himself. Thank you.
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those two what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange. What actually happened?
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
Are you sure? Those two seem pretty shaken up.
And I nearly got eaten by wolves and have a lump on my head. Can we agree it's my word against theirs?
You didn't provoke them? I talked to both of them for quite a while, and they both said the same thing. If they were lying, I'd know.
Fine. I didn't tell you the whole truth. Even before I almost became a practice target,
And lightning.
I wasn't in the best frame of mind.
Thunder, I suppose.
Maybe I started telling them something their empty heads couldn't understand, and they took it out on me. But can we finally stop going into this over and over? Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Both of them are alive and well.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks again for your help. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. I promised you a reward, and you'll get it. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not just them. You know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful reward.
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that. And it's got no eyes.
It feels like you know me a little too well.
It's just your imagination. I only know what others have told me about you.
Like who?
Does it matter? Instead, tell me what you think of my idea for the shield. It's a good reward, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's a really nice reward. Thank you.
If you want, we can get started right away. What do you say?
Let's say he has a lovely workshop.
Word. This is a nice workshop. I've never seen one quite like it.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint on yourself, or tread on a cat's tail.
You have cats here?
I'd say it's more like the cats here have me. They've been living in the loft since long before I got here. But I've got 3 of my own at home in Kuttenberg: Adela, Agnes, and Daniela.
Kattenberg.
Why are you painting here in Trotsky, of all places?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you, but nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written, and they all have to be nicely decorated.
Do you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough yet?
I simply like being useful. That's all.
Really? There aren't many people like that. Tell me, Henry, do you believe in signs?
Sort
I
of.
would say so. I believe in them.
So do I. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence. We were meant to meet.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and meaningful. Something that would remain after I'm gone, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter lived here.
I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know many painters by name.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the Parlour Workshop.
Well, all of those are more like exceptions, aren't they?
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would be enough to make me one of the greats. And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve as my inspiration. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my life's work.
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence. What kind of place are you looking for?
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word of the Lord. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their idols?
I found a place a bit like
And
that.
they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped in ancient times. Have you heard of him?
Unfortunately not. Our parish priest in the village only ever talked about one god. The true one.
Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you help me find his shrine?
Okay.
All right, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles away. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She
You've
should
already
know
spoken to her
something
before.
about the shrine.
Okay. But I want to do the shield thing as well, so let's talk to him again. Yeah, paint a shield for me.
Paint a shield for me.
By all means. What shield is it to be? I'll set up my paints. Meanwhile, set your shield over there on the table.
And I've got Gnarly shield. I wonder if we can kind of paint it white to, like, reset it.
A knightly one. Good choice.
Bring the painter any shield, blah, blah, blah. There's one in Kuttenberg as well. Creating a shield motif is split into 5 steps, in each of which you select part of the design. Oh. Is this going to be hard to do because of my mods, I wonder? We'll see, I guess. Oh, it's like the blimmin'... Ah, it's like the... Barbers. I can't do it. It won't let me do it. I don't know if I can get out of this. Ah, that's annoying. It might have auto saved potentially. Yes, it saved a minute ago, so I'm going to save that. Probably just after our last conversation. I would like to paint a shield, but I think I'm going to have to leave it till next time, because I'm going to have to take away all the mods. And then do the shield and then put them back in. So it's a bit of a hassle, but I would like to paint my shield, but we'll leave that to next time, seeing as we're sort of this far in the video anyway. So I'll just say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Always good to hear your thoughts as ever. If you enjoyed the video, as I hope you did, if you could hit the like button, that'd be great. And, you know, if you're watching this and not yet subscribed to the channel, if you could do that, that'd be fantastic. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.